Mechanic Dan here, and today we're going to be talking about a new rental, the RSP-8. I'm really happy with these. These are built really well, really heavy. Let's get into it right off the bat. All right, like always, anytime you talk about tooling, I always say talk to one of the RSP professionals. This thing's really easy to change tooling out, go from grinding to polishing. Just talk to your Runyon surface prep professional and they'll get you set up on the right tooling. All right, what we have here is a 35 horsepower V-twin Briggs. A lot of power. These things really put the horsepower and torque out. All right, let's start out with some of the specs on this thing. This thing's about 1,400 pounds, 640 kilogram, not too bad. Really easy to move around with the transport wheel. Transport wheel just snaps off and on really easy. Really easy to move around. I kind of like the way they've set this thing up. All right. You're ready to fire it up. You've got your right tooling. You've got it down. You're ready to go. All right. First thing you're going to do, make sure you got your 30-pound tank on it. Do not overfill them. They're really temperamental about overfilling. Every machine is. Regulators do not like liquid into them unless they're made for it. All right. We have a couple of options on this one that are really good because they have a switch to where you turn the power off, save the battery. It's for storage. Anytime you want to put it away for a while, just turn the off on switch. Plus, it also has an overload reset. If you get to running out of fuel and you crank and crank and crank a long time, it will pop the overload to where it won't overheat the starter. I kind of like this setup because you don't burn up starters, you don't burn up solenoids. So let's take a look at this. Once you're ready to start, you're going to come in here and turn your main power switch on. That's your battery switch. As I was saying, if it's cranking and cranking and doesn't want to crank because you're out of fuel, if it cranks too long, it'll pop this reset out. All you have to do is let it cool down a second, pop that back in, she'll crank, check your fuel, and you're ready to go. All right, we have good fuel on it. We got a good LP tank, not over full. Your power is on. Really easy to use. All right, we're going to start it on up. You got your tooling down. Just throttle it up really nice. Bring it out. Or push the button and bring it out quicker or slower. I like doing this just because it makes it throttle up a little smoother, a little more even. All right, this is a centrifugal clutch drive. One thing centrifugal clutches do not like is being at low speeds. What it's like is like grabbing the brake pads on the outside. It's like dragging your foot on your brakes going down the highway. These things, centrifugal clutches, do not like low RPM. Once you get the engine warmed up a little bit, get her warm, bring that RPM all the way up, and then bring it down to what you want for your tooling. All right, this thing's going to run really smooth. This thing has a gear drive, liquid oil-filled gear drive. Really smooth, really nice. So as you're tooling away, you've got your RPM set, you're grinding away, and you want some water. Go ahead and kick your water pump on. You're pumping water down. Has a nice feature if you want more water in certain spots. You just reach down, turn our knob here, give it a quarter turn, and each time it'll dump gravity feed water down where you want, and you can get extra water other than the spray pump out the front. Really handy, really nice for getting your water down where you want it. All right, as you're grinding away, if you have any issues whatsoever, first thing you want to do is check your propane tank. Make sure your regulator's not freezing up. If you see your regulator freezing up, that means you've got liquid into your regulator and your tank's over full. Other than that, these things are really nice, just about bulletproof, made really well, really heavy duty, and very easy to move around. Once you're done, just crank her on down, kill it, and you're good to go. Pop the transport wheel back on and roll her around wherever you want. So this is a really nice machine. We're really glad to be renting these now and putting these out in service. So if you have any questions, just give us a call here at Runyon Surface Prep. Thank you.